certainly modeled on the sort of English prep school vision that a young man's education should have a substantial component of physical activity and sports. This vision of a campus, and that's what we're really talking about for the first time in American architectural history in the late 19th century, this idea of a campus of buildings that are specially designed to fulfill the different components of the mission of the university. It incorporated buildings for sports. Before the quadrangle dormitories before the construction began there was a dirt running track on the site of the quadrangle dormitories. When they began to build the quadrangle dormitories, they built here a wooden set of bleachers. You could call it the first Franklin Field on this site in 1894. In 1903, they tore that down and replaced it with the first Franklin Field and with Weightman Hall, the first gymnasium building. There had been a gymnasium in College Hall, and there was a gymnasium in Houston Hall and a swimming pool. But that was mostly recreational. This was more serious, and in 1903, the university engaged yet another of the young architecture teachers, Frank Miles Day, to design a gymnasium in the late English Gothic style and a brick stadium, the first masonry Franklin Field, a one-tier shallow stadium that was built at the same time that the gymnasium was built across its mouth in 1904. Frank Miles Day, his partner was Charles Clauder, they became basically the university's official sports architects. And in the 1920s, they went on to build the Hutchinson Gymnasium and the Palestra. Still the same, but again, everybody has died. It's still called Day and Clauder, but it's, they're a corporate firm continuing practice. In the 1920s, Penn also tore down the original one-tier shallow brick stadium and built first one level and then two levels of the reinforced concrete Franklin Field that you see today, built in two phases in 1922 and 1926. And that's and that created, of course, an enormous stadium at a period of time before professional football had a large following. The public followed college football. And so, believe it or not, in 1926, 46,000 people turned out to see Penn play Swarthmore. Did we win? Any questions here? We're going to finish up by going up into the courtyard of the University Museum.